Hello. So today I thought I would do a flip through of my 2025 tag journal, my art tag journal. So these are the monthly art tags that I did for my 12 tags of 2025 for last year, obviously, starting in January. So each month I set myself a little theme to create an art tag, and that's what I did with those. So I've been doing the art tags for quite a few years now, and looking at my collection, which I'll just grab and show you. So these are the art tags that I did. Not that one, that was something else. So I've been doing them for a few years now. So this one was for, let's have a look, what year was that? 2022. That was December's for 2022. That was that one. I'm not going to do a flick through of all these, just because. So this one was for 2020. So part of the mission inspiration. So these were the mid-month mini missions that we did in 2020, because that was part of lockdown. Obviously we carried on doing quite a lot in 2020. I think throughout the 3 months or whatever, I did, I don't know, over 100 prompts during that period. 2021, so that was my tag journal for 2021. Again, all the little prompts I stuck on the back. So again, so these are the mid-month mini mission inspirations that we did those. So what was like once, so there was one every fortnight. So this one was for 2019. Again, yeah, I've been doing the monthly tags for quite some time. Got no clothes on. So yeah, so that was 2019. I should have really done them in order, shouldn't I? And 2023. Again, there's the prompts on the back. So, you know, suffice it to say, it's something I've done for quite some time. I think there are 8 sets of tags here. So what year was this one then? So this one has to be what year was that? That's song lyric tags again. I'm not putting dates on these. Blooming heck. That's rubbish. Not even one date. I must have done 2 the same there. Or am I seeing things? I must have done. Oh, there we go. 2018. 2018. So yeah, so quite a while been doing those art tags, and I intend to keep on going for 2026 as well. So for 2026 I've already got my the base tag journal sorted out. This is what they look like, because you can purchase one too if you want to. This is what they look like when you get them. The clear acrylic template cover or tag cover that you can use as your template to draw around your cardstock or whatever, comes with a protective sheet on either side. It's either blue or it's either white, and all you do is just peel it off to reveal the clear acrylic underneath. So that's what they look like, and those are available on my website as we speak. If you're an Angel or club members, don't forget you've got your discount codes that you can use for any purchases on the website for those. Right, so let's get on to the themes and what 2025 looked like. So for January, the theme for January, which I've written on the back, was unexpected whimsy. Unexpected whimsy. So there we go. I did one of the, I think it was one of the, it might have been a Tim Holtz paper doll, maybe not. and then I've added obviously a head on top of that at a whimsical angle, and then done some stenciling in the background with a little bit of washi tape and just a couple of little stickers, number stickers, probably from China, and I know they're probably from China because they're shiny, and I don't really like shine, but you know, I obviously never went over it again with matte medium. Hand tinted, so hand tinted with pit pens, the artist pit pens, and then the quote on there, sometimes you have to take chances. So that was for January. So February, obviously, love again. We've got another vintage photo which has been hand tinted with a what looks like either a vivid background or some brush-shows in the background, and then I used one of my stamps, one of my word block stamps, which I no longer have any in stock, I don't think. Have a look. I think that was them. That was that one. So it's literally a rubber stamp, stamp that and then cut out. They might be on the website. I don't know whether they're in stock or out of stock. I can't remember. I'll maybe have to have a look in a minute. So the backgrounds, like I said, were done with either Vivids or with brush-shows, probably Vivids, Indigo Blue Vivids, and then I've stenciled with red ink and then done a doodle border all the way around, and then used the Finders Keepers word chip from Tim Holtz. So romance was the theme for February. Love it, literally. So for March, yes, had to be, didn't it? So the theme was March Madness or hair. So for that one, again, we've got a vintage advert background, and then we've gone over with some what looks like 22 karat gold or orange paint in the background, just to go over there. And then we've distressed around the edges, we've stamped, and then onto the actual card itself for this kind of baroque background effect here. Then I've stamped onto a piece of paper and cut it out, so paper pieced, and then coloured it in with what feels like pencils. So I was obviously feeling the love for the pencils there, and then obviously the quote, I'm late, I'm late, I'm late. Oh, my ears and whiskers. So that is from the stamp set from the Indigo Blue for that one. And again, I can't remember what the name of that stamp was. See, this is why I should write on the back of these things what materials I've used, because, you know, as you're getting older, memory starts to go. It's one of them things, but never mind. And then the stenciling in the background as well. So there looks like it's clocks. It's clocks, that might be an Indigo Blue stencil too. So that was for March. April, in the news, there was the possibility that they may have found life on other planets, and that kind of inspired this spacey kind of bacteria. Discovery was the name of the theme for April. So yeah, we've got a background paper from my Night Skies digi-download set, which is on the website, still available because it's a digi-download and it never goes out of stock. And then I've coloured in using a Posca pen. I've created my little space bacteria, and then the quote obviously comes from Star Trek. It's life, Jim, but not as we know it. But I don't know whether it was ever actually said in the actual programme, because that might be, what do they call it? Apocryphal, not quite true. We know it came from the song Star Trekking Across the Universe, but there you go. That might be the only place where it did actually occur. Did he actually say it? Who knows? Right, so we got on to May. So May's theme was Mayflower, but it was done on the 3rd of June. Obviously I was busy in May, so I had to catch up in June. So again, we've got background, we've got some mark making with edges, probably credit cards, we've got some numbers in the background, 2 beautiful floral collage elements, and washi tape, all in the colours of black and yellow or orangey, honey yellow, I suppose you could say, sunflower orange, honey yellow, warm yellows, with a little bit of a number, a little number strip just there. Like it, like the colour, like the warmth. Mayflower was that one. So for June we have a pair of doors. Isn't that lovely? So I think if I remember rightly, it was windows, frames and windows. That is for June, 20th of June. So I did 2 in June. So for this one, the little hidden secrets, because you can actually open the doors on the tag to reveal a view of Le Tour Eiffel. And you've got those butterflies flittering in from the background as well, which are also mirrored on the front. So that was more of a kinetic card for June. It was fun, that one. Remember, I like doing that one. And that paper pad was from the La Vie en Parisienne paper pad, which again I think is still available on the website. I'm turning around looking on the shelves to see whether I've still got any here. I can't. Oh yeah, I've still got 3 left in stock. So yeah, so if you're interested in that paper pad, it's available now. This isn't just a shameless plug, by the way. This isn't just a shameless plug. Right, so for are we going into August now? Are we going into August? Let's have a look. July, mythical. It's mythical. It's a mystery. So for mythical, we've gone for the Green Man. So in the background, I've got some of the papers from the Nature's Inspiration paper pad. That's the one in the background. See, I do recognise some of the paper pads, just off the top of my head. And then a printed digi-stamp of the Green Man that I've gone in and I've coloured in with pencils again, by the looks of it. And then there's white splatters all over it. And then the quote, "In root and branch, the old one speaks." Love that. Love a bit of mythological folklore. Absolutely love it. Love a bit of pagan. Can't go wrong with that. Right, okay, so that was mythical, done in July. So this is August. Circular. Circular is the theme for August. So I've picked a kind of, now then, on screen, on my computer screen here, these circles look green, but they're actually blue. Now let me have a look on the camera itself. Just a real pale turquoise. So it's that cusp between green and blue, that turquoisey tealy colour, what I like to call the Tiffany blue. You know, other trades are available, other jewellers are available. So, so circular. So we've got circular motifs in the background, repeated motifs in the background. We've got mark making, we've got stamps, 2 lots of stamps, actually 3 lots of stamps probably. Maybe a bit, no, it's probably mark making. I can feel the texture on there. So stamps are my solo stamps, and then the circles are probably from just doing mark making, and then these little cutouts are from the rings set of Carte Noire. So these are cardstock Carte Noire, fairly thick, not as thick as greyboard, but certainly thicker than ordinary cardstock, which is laser cut, and these were available in 2 different sizes, the large rings and the small rings. There you go, and the quote for that one, "What goes round comes round," because obviously it does. So that was for August 2025. I remember I enjoyed doing that one. So this should be September. This should have been October really, shouldn't it? So September, circus or carnival. So again, so we've got in the background, we've got the diamond pattern is from my carnival stencil. Then we've got washi tapes in kind of Halloween-y but also carnival kind of shapes. And then this horrible clown. Now we did have a big plume of orange hair sticking up here, but I didn't like it, so I cut it off. But he really is creepy, isn't he? He really is a creepy one. I'm sorry for anybody who suffers from, is it chlorophobia? Fear of clowns. And then we've got the tickets for Admit One. And then the chant, roll up, the greatest show on earth kind of thing. So that was actually cut out from the same sort of cardstock as those rings, and then just coloured with gold, and then I laser cut a surround to go with it, just because. So that was for September. God, he really is creepy, isn't he? Oh, and then splattered. Obviously there's white splatters all over there because life's better with splatters. October then. So the theme for October was spooky. So we've got a spider web cut out. We have a background created using green cast luscious powders mixed with the gilding gum, and then that was pushed through the damaged damask stencil to create that background. And then we've just got a couple of pieces of Halloween ephemera, just stuck down, poison label and whatever that was for, I've no idea. And then we've got this lovely kind of spooky girl. Now she came with from a pack of postcards that I bought from a Chinese website, and there was loads in there. I ended up giving half of them away to my friend Kay at Indigo Blue, just because. And then I've stuck on the front a 3D cameo. Here we go. Yeah, so she was lovely, but again shiny. I could have gone over again with matte medium, but you know, time and all that. But no, I just thought she was lovely. I've still got a few left. I'm not even sure whether or not they're still doing these on that Chinese website. I've not even looked, because I've still got quite a few to get through, so why would I? So that was for October. So again, a nice spooky tag. So October. Then we went into November. So this was something to do with numbers. Your numbers up for November. So it was all to do with numbers. So again, we've stenciled all sorts of different numbers, different size numbers, different style of numbers from various different stencils with paint and with ink, and then we've gone in with a stamp that's also got loads of numbers on there too, just to add a little bit of pop in that background. And then we've got splatters all over. So art doesn't need to add up to matter. Haha, do you get it? Numbers add up. So that was for November. I like the colour combo. It's very fresh indeed. We do like a warm colour palette, just throwing in a bit of green. And then for December, we went a bit whimsical and a bit collagey, because obviously for December it was not Christmas but festive. So you could have done something Diwali wise, or you could have done something Hanukkah wise if you're of that religion. But I just used one of the faces from the Small Faces paper pad and a tartan pattern from the Tartan Textures Digi-Download, and then I cut out and painted a Santa hat, doodled it, and then went over with gold luscious for that shine. So she's got shiny eyeshadow and shiny bits on the hat up there. Was it luscious, or did he use one of those Wink of Stella pens? I think it was luscious. And then just with a little quote there, she could believe. So there we go. So that was my tag journal for the whole of 2025. Never did decorate the back. And I did decorate the front cover off camera one day when I was a bit bored. Ian was having a conversation with somebody on the telephone, and I was sat in here because he was having the conversation in here, and I was just playing in the background, and that's what I ended up doing. I ended up creating the cover using some of the mini number stencils that are out of cardboard, and some of those big numbers, to create the 2025. And again, just used a kind of copper verdigris kind of background with loads and loads of speckles and spatters, and then I went in to create the drop shadow using one of those Stabilo all pencils, just to give it that extra bit of pop in that background. So that was the front cover. So there you go. Like I said, I've got my 2026 journal ready to go. I just have to cut out the tags, but if you wanted one as well, they're there on the website, just waiting for you to go and claim yours. So there we go. So I hope you've enjoyed watching this quick flip through video. I've enjoyed going through it and reminding myself what I did. And stay tuned, because there may be another flip through, because I haven't done my circular lyric and poetry journal flip through for 2025 yet, so there's that to come. So that's all from me for now. I will see you all very, very soon. Bye for now. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my angels, because without you these videos would not be possible. And don't forget, you can access your exclusive angel only content over on my website. There's a link in the description area below. Thank you.